You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi! Lady of Bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
Happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Yep, gotta put up a shield. Damn right. Let's do this. I was not expecting to fight Sri Lakshmi here.
God damn it! The guards were already turned. Fools!
No, you don't!
The Kalyana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvald to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Whatever she's about, you best make it quick. Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
Okay. Am I actually going to have to fight Sri Lakshmi? I think I am. How do we fight her without leaving our allies wide open? We can't stay on the back foot forever. No, damn it. If I think like that, we've already lost. I have the Warrior of Light by my side. We can do this. Isn't that right, Ravinous? Oh, deflect action duty to dissipate the spheres that she releases on Let's see. Be warned that allowing an ally to be enthralled by an Aether Sphere will result in failure. Okay. I might have to divide this up in editing. Okay. Gotcha.
I offer you peace and serenity.
Man, this is going to eat up my look at my stacks, I swear. Oh, good. He can take care of him, too. Oh, shit. Oh.
I shall free you from your hate.
Oh, here we go. Got it, got it. We're good?
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
Oh! It's true, we have another Echo user.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
All right. Okay, Fornola. Gather up, folks. Go, Rabot. Come on, target. No, at least you need to get. Okay, so I'll take the hit. Thank you. Oh. See, I'm not actually using my combat HUD for this. Uh-oh. Break free. All right. Okay. Huh, I almost missed one. Alright. Switch over to my combat HUD so I can actually remember what I'm doing. Wasn't expecting this to be such a brutal fight.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Thank you, Fornola. And you're in a good position for me to keep attacking. Brotherhood. Oh, we still have a ways to go. Sorry if I'm quiet. It's like trying to make sure I don't screw anything up. I think this is more proof that they've really worked on the AI for NPCs on fights. Seeing as how, well, these are scripted mechanics, but... Well, technically everything in this game, all fights in this game are scripted mechanics, so... You put the right information in, and they can react appropriately. They just can't act to any, Fernola's down. Oh, only for a bit. Any odd player strategies they can't follow. Alright. Keep going. Fernola's ether is going down. Oh, this is the burn phase. Take her out before Fornola collapses. And I can't do my positionals. And I don't have a limit break, so I just have to keep going. Why is she still at 17%?
Here it comes.
Oh, thank you, Lise, for the limit break. Oh, Good job. Good job. And we protected everybody. All of the thralls are dead. Good job.
We did it! We beat her!
Yeah, it's your first time, isn't it? Oh, here we go. The talk between the two of them? Yeah. How she talked her into it. Ooh, good lighting. That's intimidating. And then that would be confusing to her.
What is this?
I'm only going to say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Ala Mhigo. Your choice.
Kill yourself or kill a primal. And of course we know what the answer was. I don't mean to invade your head. Not like I can turn it on and off.
Seven hells. It's her. The Butcher.
But she did just help us take out a primal, which saved you all. Yep, she can't. Hers is more active, so. Yeah, drop the mic. I know, different reference.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You I will never forgive.
But
I will thank you.
knew there was a button in there.
For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
It's a start. All right. That was unlike any battle I've ever seen. I'm not entirely sure how I survived it, to be honest. You get used to it. One wrong step and I would have lost my will to fight that fiend for the rest of my days. Tis a sobering thought. Lisa's certainly living up to her own ideal. Not every commander would choose to enlist a former enemy's aid in battle. I think I shall make a habit of checking for primal influence before our meetings from now on. Let's go talk to the Thancred before I continue on. We encountered a fair share of enthralled outside the palace, enough to delay us from lending you a timely hand, I'm afraid. I knew something was going to go down in the meeting, but I'm glad that everybody survived it. Well fought, Ravinous, Arenvald. That was a near thing. Our stand against the Kilaran would have been brief indeed had you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd be enthralled as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. I should have... God, it's my fault. My stupid mistake. Nay, lass, we are all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson and watch our own more carefully in the future. You can be sure that lackeys who smuggled crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldier who first spoke up in favor of the Kilaren keeping their weapons springs to mind. A primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Y'shtola. We'd appreciate the help. And she wasn't looking for it before, that she didn't realize our people too. We knew that the Kilaren were. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Fordola turned up. What was she even doing there? I asked for her to come. Because she has the echo, and we needed another person with the echo. Well, that explains it then. It's sad, but Rangfred was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Fordola picked up that sword for looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. If you say the world in which Fordola grew up is partially to blame for what she has become, then as an Ala Mhigan, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help the people let go of old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face that's what it takes. If that's what it takes. It is a long, arduous path you've chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alphino. The first step will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them seems ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. I will see that you're not interrupted. Ravinous, you and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest. You've earned it. Yeah, that was kind of rough. Surprise, Lakshmi! Dividing this into 3 episodes after the fact. Yes.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens.
And find a different primal. That's a different story.
The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people.
Alright. That's pretty close to it. That's a democracy. Ishgard's a little
a fair
more
decision,
complicated.
and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave.
You can always take vacations here. I mean, really. I imagine the Sultana would let you take vacation. Speaking of whom, that's a surprise that you made it all the way here. Was not expecting her to show up, but now that I think about it, it makes sense.
Forget something?
Yes, you did.
Your Grace, there was no word.
Rabun Aldin, You are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Raubon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Ala Mhigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
Yo.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
He's refusing to confess it to himself.
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
It's true. Pippin can take over his
None no more.
Raubon's place.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
Tomorrow you will serve Ala Mhigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
It's true, Ala Mhigo does need a military leader. I mean, the Resistance is all good, but Lise isn't really a military leader. He is, and so is Pippin, who can take over in Uldar. Alright, so, yeah. It's like, I know you guys will know this beforehand, but yeah, I'm dividing this up into different episodes. This is a long one. Arenvald is of an age with Fordola, both of them born Ala Mhigo. One never wanted his Garlean blood. The other tried to become Garlean, but could never be. Similar yet opposite, which would go some way explaining the tension between them. I wouldn't see Fordola in her cell again. She did turn the tide of battle after all, and I thought it only right to thank her. But she wouldn't listen. She said neither wanted nor needed my gratitude, and that I should go away. I don't know if I'll ever understand. Okay, that's what Alpha Note's talking about. Alright, I think we're close to the end of this story.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
I've had practice.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest.
The ladies love making fun of Alphino. I've noticed that. He can't handle women.
But I must yield the floor to Raubahn. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Haha, you only have one arm.
Yes, the bull of Ala Mhigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye, that seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Raubahn.
It'd been funny if she used the other hand.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised.
It's the Echo.
Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Ala Mhigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
Alright, that is settled. That is settled. Okay, everything in this certain plot line has now been taken care of. Alright. Raubahn is a veteran of 100 battlefields. Lisa couldn't ask for a more reliable ally to have at her side. Lisa must be overjoyed knowing General Adeline is staying, though I suppose I shouldn't call him General anymore. It seems my road has come full circle. I appreciate the support you showed for my earlier decision, overruled though it was. I have asked enough of you, Ravenous. My only words for you now is those of gratitude. I must assume Father's responsibilities without delay, lest our rivals, both inside and outside Ul'dah, treat his dismissal as a window of opportunity. Rest assured, they'll find Tizona's edge just as sharp in my hands. So that means you're my new boss, being I'm part of the Immortal Flames. I think it's about time I headed back to Rhalgr's Reach. What's next for all of you? LSA will be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you, if you've no objections. I welcome the company. Ravinous, why don't you come along to the Reach once we said our farewells to Nanamo and the others? Yep. Upon completion of this quest, you now have access to the palace's rooftop gardens by speaking to the Royal Menagerie attendant. Okay, yay! I can go to the rooftop. Okay, I already talked to them. Make sure, yep. To Ralgar's Reach. Teleport, yes. I don't need a ticket for that. Okay. What I thought was going to be 1 episode is now 3. Over 3, now that I look at the time. Just slightly over 3. Again, you guys will have already seen 2 episodes, seen this as 3 episodes. But as I'm recording it, I'm like, oh, I need to break it up when I do the editing. So recorded as 1 long episode, I'm dividing it up into 3 to make it a bit more palatable. So, drive over here. Because this looked like a location that they would end the quest line. I'm sure we're going to get a little glimmer of what the future has entail. Okay, you're saying the same thing as the beginning. Or it might as well be. Yeah. Well, here we are again. Alphino has regaled me of a thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and joyous homecomings. It would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Shola when we heard the report of a primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears. As others have said, we were lucky to have our Echo-blessed champions nearby this time. We'll need to keep a closer eye on the Killairon. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kind still are. It looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day, but someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if the conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will ever beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its own cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the Broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vera and M tribes first. I plan to have Resistance Scouts keep track of Killairon's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the Resistance Army out of interest? Are we to prepare for Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance's newest recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. What, the Bull of Ala Mhigo? We could call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups. When Conrad passed on command to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Ralgar's Reach. He just happened to be serving as Resistance spokesman at the time, and needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. But that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under a new government, I'll be nominating Ralban as overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we will stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects an ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Ala Mhigo will have added a formidable weapon to his arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Ala Mhigo blooms. Cool. That means, Lise, can more readily resume her scion duty, and the resistance becomes really the Ala Mhigo army, with Raoban at the head. That makes a lot of sense. I do give thanks to the kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. Good. So he's still around. But their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we are doomed to look so much like so much Jetson. Oh, woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchants. Well, she seems to be happier. These dango are delicious. Will you have one? What? More sweetbreads? I surrendered my blade to secure what few coins we have. Bah, it's like talking to a child. Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know. But I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. Come, Suyu. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Wait. Has she lost her memory? That would make sense with the change in attitude. Meanwhile, at the Imperial Palace. Have you read the reports? First Doma, then Ala Mhigo, and Lord Zeno is put to the sword. I do not believe everything you read. I hear the Viceroy is merely wounded, and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head regardless. Nay, Lord Zenos lives? Deplorable that our own officers would be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and, above all, accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. They would wage war with empty words? Let them produce the Viceroy's remains then. We shall put the lie to their claims. No, he died. This sounds like an information war. And who's pissed off now? Who in the Empire would be pissed off that we know about that they should hide his face? I don't know. Alright, but that brings us to the end of that. That brings us to the end of the 4.1 main story, and we will continue this in 4.2. However, there will be more videos which involve other side stories in the coming days and weeks. So, if you enjoyed this, give it a like. Any thoughts, comments down below. If you haven't subscribed, click on my beautiful face. If you like to support these videos, check out my Patreon. And thank you for watching. Until next time, later.